Okay, so oh gosh. So my plan for the next coming up episodes, let's say it like that, I have no idea where this is going to land on my upload schedule. I'll be totally honest with you guys. Originally, when I used to do my videos, I used to record them in small little bites. Not small little bites, but like I would record one episode at a time. But courtesy of both Rain World and specifically Artificer being Artificer, I've been having a harder time trying to pinpoint exactly when something is video worthy, quote unquote. So for those of you guys who do not know, I do try to, like, I don't want to say plan my videos, but I try to ensure that every episode has something happening in it. The only problem is that when you play games blind, it can be a little hard to gauge that. So usually for me, my personal rule of thumb is like, has progress been made in this episode? Did we uncover something new? Did we do something incredibly impressive? Did we see something new? Like new enemy, new region, you name it, stuff like that. That's usually my rubric per se for like, this is worthy of an episode. That way, if someone's watching my videos, they don't feel like they got like cheated out of their time, for lack of better phrasing, because I mostly do that because as much as I have been making content and as much as I have been like doing YouTube for a little while now, perhaps not as long as like some of your like other well-known people, but I am aware that like, hey, my videos run on the longer side than average for your average Let's Play. So if you guys are gonna sit here for like 30 minutes to an hour watching a video, it's better be jam-packed with like stuff actually happening. Does that make sense? So that way is arguably a shortcut. Where was the hibernation spot? Up there. So if I take this route instead, then perhaps I can sleep. Probably first start off with sleeping. And then after sleep, oh gosh. Oh, I feel so bad. He's just over there shaking. Kill him! Do it! Yes! Oh, don't do the spinnies there, though. I kind of need to get through still. I can go the other way. That's fine, but... oh, crap. But you guys aren't going to be so thrilled, aren't you? Are you torn, aren't you? Are you going to kill me, or are you going to save your brethren? Make your move. Make your move. Ooh, I would like to eat one of those, but now's not the time. That might work a little bit better for me. Though I think he's busy too. If he's gonna help me hold off the scavengers, then that's fine by me. Perhaps I could even come over here and not quite save your life, but definitely kill you. No! Double no! Hold on. You. Oh gosh, no, never mind. Don't fly off the edge. No. Oh, lame. Gosh dang it, and then there goes all the rocks too. Ah! And then there's a vulture here, because life isn't hard enough. I just want food, man. I just want food. As I was trying to get at earlier, my brain's all over the place, I'm so sorry. What I was trying to get at earlier was that I've been really enjoying Artificer because I really like the utility that she has. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Too bad I'm not good at using it. Let's see if we can find something else that we can use to battle with. Oh, that's a problem. Yeah, that's a problem. Crap. Oh gosh. That vulture is just hovering about so freely. No, this one's mine. This one's mine. I'm taking it. No one else can have him. This is my scrumptious snack. I fought hard for this. Oh gosh. Hey buddy, do you want a thing? You do want a thing. Good boy. Oh gosh. That feels dirty. That feels incredibly dirty to do, to just throw the corpse away to somebody else. All right, off I go. Off I go. That's enough food, right? Was it? Was it enough food? Where am I sitting? Just enough. I can work with just enough. And then, oh gosh, I don't remember where the hibernation spot was. Oh no. Watch out for ideally all of the snails everywhere at all times. Over here? No. Let's head further up. If I can manage to get a bit more food, then what I will do is start making explosive rounds, but this will just have to do. Except that. You know, I might be able to jump across it. Oh, that's terrifying. You're the worst. Oh, hey. Could it be another scrumptious snack has presented itself in front of me? Okay, I lost all my weapons doing that, but that works. Ooh, but can I get up there? Yes, I can. Oh yeah, and there's no drop wig this time either. Perhaps he's already tried attacking someone. Grab these two things. We're gonna head out. We are so close to getting out of here. And then we're finally out of the precipice. Well, let's not speak too soon. We're almost out of the precipice. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does blinking black light mean? Oh, that. You're glitching out the system, you know that, right? Oh gosh. Yeah, let's head over this way. This is the way that I went last time, and we're making much better time, I think. Huh. Are we? No, we're not. We literally got here in the same amount of time. Well, that just means that we can... no, we can't. Darn it. I just want one good day, man. Just one good day where things work out for me. I kill quickly, I move quickly, things just work. Okay, all right. Oh, that's not great. Oh gosh. No, none of this. absolutely none of this. Grab one of them. Grab one of them. Grab literally one of them. Either one of them will do. Gosh dang it. Everyone here sucks. I was going to say that we were so far making decent progress. Hey, you got one of them. Okay, I can work with that. I can work with that. Okay, there goes one. And the second one is kind of running away. Not quite, though. You're still adamant about this, aren't you? Okay, do it, do it, do it. Come here. Oh, you jerk! Well, you're also a fool. Do you realize that? I needn't have time to waste. I must progress forward. I see you there, Maroony. We're going to take this way, and this time, it's going to go fine. Because there's not going to be an impromptu, like, King Vulture or anything. Everything is okay. It's not a King Vulture, though. I was right. I don't even think the scavengers saw me. So the new problem is that if I do manage to make it there, I won't have enough food. So I do need at least one of you guys to see me. Oh, that kind of works. Hold on. Excuse me. That felt really mean. I'm not sure why that one specifically felt a little mean, but it did. I'm not apologizing, though. You! Give me your stuff. Oh gosh. Where'd he go? It's going back around? Okay, okay, I can work with that. I'd like it if you weren't there, because you're just gonna fall. And you have potential to be a scrumptious snack. Do you realize that? You gotta believe in yourself, man. You can be a snack. See? Now give me that, because I need to use this spear to get through. It'll definitely be much quicker with a spear, and safer, and less stressful, and many other things. Or, hold on, we can wait patiently. There's not really a lot of room in this campaign for waiting patiently, though. That's the problem. Go ahead. Grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it, grab him! No! I'm just rooting for everyone to kill each other. Time's up. Crap. Although this might work in my favor too. Hold on. I can work with this! I can absolutely work with this! You there! Ouch. Did you like bite me or something? Oh, dang it. Stupid jerk got away. It's probably for the best. He probably would have like fell into a pit or something, let's be honest. Oh, but I have full food. Why was I trying to kill him? Hold on. Am I not? That's not what I wanted to throw. Grab this. Come on, 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 come on. We're making good time. Don't ruin it now. Where did you set up camp anyways? Right there? That's especially mean. You know that? And that's why you fell to your death, because you're a horrible and mean person and nobody likes you. Stop. For once, seek an alliance. How are we doing on time? So much better than the other days. Okay, so instead, we can come down here and continue this path. Is this the faster way? I have no idea anymore. Regardless, we don't have to worry about food. We don't have to worry about fighting. We don't have to worry about nothing. We just got to worry about forward movement. Not like that. More like that. Hopefully, I really do hope that we're able to make it. Because we are doing pretty good for ourselves, all things considered. So we want to head over to this one here. Oh, gosh, please don't fall to your death. Not here, not now. Grab you, a little bit further up. Yeah, yes, perfect. And then from here. Oh gosh. No, this is fine, this is fine. That lizard is on the outside and I need to go on the inside. So even if he can hear me, it's not like he can do much of anything. And we're almost there. Please just don't let there be like any like drop wigs or anything. I'm trying to run and scan as I go. Usually I try to stop and scan, but there's no time. There's no time. I'm just under the impression that there's literally zero time. Run like the... You have to essentially run through this like it's already raining. We were so close that last time, though. Oh, speaking of! Any chance he's still there? No, he flew really far out. Alright. Well, that's what you get. Oh my gosh, no! Come on, man. If I lose it here, right here, at the cusp of my victory. That's not what I meant to do. But this works too. Oh gosh, you and you. I'm not even gonna bother fighting you. I'm just gonna go for... I'm gonna go for the home run! Get him! Kill him! Come on, man. Why are there so many blue lizards here? No! Anything but that! No! Please! Stop with the lizards! Stop with everything! Please! It's right there! This is all I wanted! This is all I need! Oh my gosh. Two of you can go in there. And we can grab this rock too. And finally, we can know peace! At least for a little bit! Oh my gosh! You're not the most murderous of murdering sprees, but I'm still proud of that murdering spree. Okay, rise and grind, everyone. So, while we finally have some momentum going forward, to kind of touch up on something that I was trying to get at even earlier, was that when it comes to the recording Rain World, it's a bit of a mixed bag, I want to say, because it really just depends on how the episodes go. So my usual philosophy when it came to doing these kind of episodes and recording all the stuff that I have here was to primarily kind of like make sure that each episode has something in it, so that if you're spending your time watching a who knows how long this episode's going to be episode, at least there's something in it and it's not just me wandering, like it's not just going to be me wandering like aimlessly from left to right and not getting much done, aside from repeatedly dying. But the problem with that is that, especially when it's a blind playthrough, there's no really easy way to be like, this feels like forward progress, because in Rain World, it's a lot more nuanced than that. When it comes to like Rain World and what it has to offer, a lot of times it can often feel like I don't want to say there's no way to really tell, but it's like, to me, I do something and it doesn't feel like forward progress at all. But then some people will be like, I can't believe you finally did that. That's so amazing. Oh my gosh, so and so and such and such. And I feel honored, but I also feel kind of like that feeling of like, that? Okay. If it works, it works. If it means less work for me. I wish there was like a popcorn. Oh wait, there was a popcorn plant out there. But didn't I blow it up? I can't remember, man. Now you up there. I see you. Have I grabbed you yet? Apparently I have. That works for me. So essentially, I say all that to say that when it comes to Artificer, I've been recording it ever so slightly differently. Again, to be fair, when it comes to almost all of my playthroughs, I try to do a little something different in every single one of my playthroughs. Whether it's like on the screen or how I approach like certain endeavors, I guess you can say. I try to do something different every time so that I can learn and progress my skills. If I just became stagnant and accepted where I was right now and I was like, yep, the videos I make right now are peak. They're perfect in every single way and there's no need to improve on it because it's flawless. Like, I wouldn't get anywhere in life. I wouldn't improve as a person. And more so than anything else, I want to improve as a person. So when it comes to Artificer, the biggest change that I can say that I've been doing with the Artificer campaign is not only, like, it's mostly my editing, I'll admit. It's mostly my editing. Oh gosh. Perhaps I can have one of you guys fight each other. Ooh! I'll let you guys sort that out. Who won? Are you dead? Ooh, no. And then as for you, and that's how you get food for the day. That super duper works out well for me. Wow. Okay, so I keep getting sidetracked. With Artificer, there's been some minor editing differences that I've been doing, mostly on my side. I've been trying to edit a bit more straight, if that makes sense. I try and... How do I explain this, like, dilemma I feel? So when it comes to my videos, for the longest, I've always been pretty editing heavy. Not in like the super hyper editing like that. I just spent $1 million on a forklift and I'm gonna ram it into oncoming traffic. Not like that, but I definitely have, like, for the better part of like my editing and I guess YouTube antics, I've been very adamant about cutting out the quote unquote unimportant bits. But I've been trying to be more okay with like silence in my videos. I've been trying to be more okay with like letting the in-betweens for how I got to point A to point B happen, allowing there to be a bit of like room to essentially be like, oh, so that's how she got there. It's a learning curve for me as well, but it definitely does also like make editing easier for me as well. I definitely will admit that. It makes my life significantly easier being able to do that. And kind of like what I was mentioning earlier, another big change that I've been doing courtesy of the Artificer campaign and how it's been treating me is that I've been recording my episodes in huge groups as opposed to like singular like episodes at a time. Not only because like when it comes to like the IRL side of things, I've been pretty busy. I've been juggling work and school at the same time, and trying to also juggle YouTube at the same time is like I'm aware that I will not be able to keep up the same workflow that I had last year. So coming into this new year, I wanted to have a new workflow that ideally allowed for me to be a lot more consistent. And while this definitely was not intentional, I started recording Artificer in like batches. So for frame of reference, by the time you guys are probably seeing this episode, hopefully I would have already made it to the wall. And I probably maybe already seen 5. Who knows? That's the thing. I can't really give you guys a guaranteed answer of like how far I am or where I am. Just that like, because of how like real life is treating me, this is like the best schedule that I could like hopefully maintain for the most part. Especially when you take into account games like Artificer or like Nine Souls or like Hollow Knight, where you're gonna die a lot. And so it's like, there's a part of me that's like, if you guys have seen a huge chunk of this already, do you really want to see it again? The only time you guys really want to see it again, or again, this is me projecting, so let me just preface it like that. Like, the only time a viewer would want to see this again is if something major changes. So, do I edit that out? And like I said, like, I've been trying to be more okay with like letting the in-betweens happen, because sometimes minor things happen, but originally back in like Survivor campaign, I probably would have edited it out. Now I neither really need to nor want to. I want to try and do something different with my recordings and my editings and see what comes of it. So if you guys are enjoying the new approach to how my videos are going, let me know, because it's been a learning curve for me as well. I saw you. It's been a learning curve for me as well, and I can only hope that people are liking how it's going. I'm still trying to... Wow, gosh, no. Where are my stuff? Where's my stuff? Oh, I think I dropped all my things, didn't I? Yeah. Hey, if you're gonna walk me off somewhere, could you at least take me somewhere I want to be? I think I'd rather the Sign Lizard than the Mirror's Bird, honestly. All that to say, all the dying and stuff aside, I hope you guys like the new approach to the videos. I hope, and also can't help but imagine that, like, at the end of the day, not much has really changed when you really think about it. At least to me, not much has really changed. I'm trying to keep the videos relatively consistent from each other, so like, no face cams, no models, no nothing. Ideally, for the remainder of the Rain World campaign, I want to keep them to some semblance consistent, but if I can optimize it, then I would like to do that for you guys, because it just makes life a little bit easier. So now that we're finally out of the precipice, the new goal for today, the new objective, is to get from here on the right side all the way to the left side. Can we do it in one clear shot? Probably not. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm probably not gonna do the whole route. I'm probably gonna go to that midway point. The gosh, you know the one I'm talking about, the one with like the little like arrow pointing to it that somebody like scratched on the wall there. I might try and go for that first, with a side of food if it could be helped. Let's see. Okay, I see you there, you little butt face. Hold on. Perhaps we are in a position where we can address this. Maybe? How do I'm trying to just like worm my way up there specifically. There we go. No, dang it. Don't go down there either. Or not. Okay, fine. I can't promise that I will know for certain how well or not well this upcoming journey is going to be, but having food is pretty tempting. One of the many silver linings to like being in the Underhang though, as much as I usually don't really like this place all this much, I will admit this is probably my least favorite region, sub-region. I'm not even sure what to really call it. I just don't really like it here all that much. It's it's visually not the greatest. There's not exactly, aside from that one song that was literally just playing now, there's not exactly like a lot of super exciting music playing. It's not my most favorite, but at the very least, especially when it comes to Artificer, no scavengers, but also no scavengers. So I had to take the whole trip around to get to my next objective, which is go reach 5. So instead of just get to 5, it's now get to 5 by first solving the riddles 3. I'll live. All things considered, I know I was kind of like touching on it a little bit earlier, but all things considered, I find myself really enjoying Artificer thus far. I really enjoy the utility that, I've been really enjoying the utility that this slug cat has. And while it definitely is a difficulty spike, could you figure yourself out? Do something about your life. Oh gosh, here, hold on. If, the difficulty spike is definitely something noteworthy, to say the very least. And it's definitely something to be desired. Are you kidding me? And then I get spin treatment on top of it. Hey, worm. Do something really cool, like right now. Now nobody wins. Well, what I was trying to get at was that the difficulty spike is definitely noteworthy, to say the least. But when I start to weigh the pros and cons, I start to realize that I kind of feel like the pros are outweighing it. Yes, I essentially have to kill to get my food, because at this point, hunting for all the little cocoons everywhere and the little like moldy things like the yellow mold and all that kind of stuff, it's good for touching up if you need like just that little extra oomph. But ultimately, I feel like the way I kind of see it with Artificer is like it's a lot of pros and cons. But as time goes on, the more I thought about it, the more I realized that the pros are slowly but surely outweighing the cons, especially since a lot of it is more or less skill based, like a kind of like a unironic skill issue kind of vibe to it. Like, as I get better at being a combatant, as I get better fighting and dealing with the various different mobs throughout Rain World, oh gosh, a little too much. Hold on. As I get better and stronger at my job, essentially, the better off I will be as a whole. Now let's see if I can land this shot. Or, okay, let's see. Ah, not quite. You always choose the crappiest spots to be, you know that? Crap. I've done this like twice now. Ooh, uh-oh. I don't like the sounds of that. Like, even in situations like this, while definitely not my most optimal situation to be in, I'll be completely honest, it's not the best situation to be in. I am aware that, like, hey, all things considered, at the very least, I can fight for my food. And as I get better, as I get stronger at doing this, when you really start to think about it, all your food just comes to you. Except that I'm not very good at hunting. Oh gosh, dang it. Oh gosh. And provided that you can be at least half decent at killing things like that, it's like, hey man, you know, having to go running for and hunting for your food, there's definitely like a certain perk to that. Don't get me wrong. There's a certain appeal to like, oh, but first, before I can progress, I need to make sure that like food is secured. But with Artificer campaign, it's like I can kind of, ironically, it is both my greatest road bump and also my greatest strength. I can stay on my desired path. I can focus on my goals. I can be like, hey, this time around, whatever episode this ends up in, I want to get from this side of the underhang to the other side and ideally begin the journey up the wall. And I don't really have to like take any brief detours to go grab food because between like the lizards, the scavengers, and the local fauna, I'm going to get my food regardless. Whereas, as opposed to like Survivor and Monk and even Gourmand to a certain degree, I had to stop and constantly like think about like, oh, but I need to like get enough food to hibernate. The requirement is much steeper. That's another trade-off. But then again, like I said, chances are your food's going to come to you, and most of the food things that you eat at minimum provide like 4 or 5 food pips. Some even fill you up to full. And to like, I guess, make matters even better, depending on who you're asking, like, because you can always like make your own explosives, and provided you're staying on top of like your health and your food pips and all the other like oh so fun things that come with this kind of stuff. Oh gosh, this area always makes me super anxious. Like, provided you're staying on top of it, you almost go into any battle with like, I wouldn't say an inherent advantage, but definitely better off than what most people give you credit for. You end up better off and stronger off going into a lizard battle as opposed to like a slugcatter or like, again, like Survivor or Monk, which at least initially were kind of at the mercy of what do you call it? They were at the mercy of like their surroundings. You have to befriend the scavengers and hope that like you had the right item at the right time to trade with them. And if you didn't, then you snooze, you lose. You just don't get that. You don't get that extra little oomph. With Gourmand, like, yes, he had the body slam, but it was very environmentally based. Oh my gosh. Piss off. Why were you even there? I have enough food, right? Yes. Actually, but that's not where I really wanted to put it now, did I? And even in situations like this, it's not like eating this kind of stuff is completely off the menu. Oh gosh. Okay, we're gonna have to say goodbye to that. No. 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 There we go. Huh. We're definitely going to need this. I lied. One of these, and then ideally a rock anywhere? Anyone? Would anyone happen to have a rock to spare? A rock perfectly made for throwing. No? Alright. It's fine, it's cool. I can make my way through just fine. I just hope that like there's none like right there waiting for me. That would really suck. I guess overall, the best way I can kind of put it is that like between the utility and just kind of like the nature of how this like cat works, I don't really feel, I don't feel like I'm at an advantage or like a disadvantage rather. I don't feel like I'm at a disadvantage. I feel like it's up to my skill, and I can trust my skill to push me to the next level. Is it just me, or is the dream sequence music getting progressively scarier? Why is this playing twice? Not that I mind, but why? Good afternoon, morning. Okay, so we're now at the halfway point. So ideally from here, what I want to do is essentially just make it the rest of the way. This is probably the best, if not the only halfway point we're probably going to come across in our coming journey. Nice. Oh my gosh, no. What on earth is even happening over here? Oh, what's happening is a proposed meal plan. That's what's happening. If one of them wants to come through. Anybody? No? Did you both run away? Fine. Darn it. It would have been nice if at least one of them stayed. Oh my gosh, not you. And that's also not how I wanted this to go. Oh, this is bad too. This is also really bad. Oh, but once again, the grappling worms prove that they're actually the greatest creature on this entire world by holding back the sheer force of a daddy long leg in place. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's a bad side. That specific shade of blue. Ow. We have no choice. We're going to have to do one of these. I don't want to like draw the gun too quickly and say like definitively without a shadow of a doubt this right here is the best slug cat, because I have yet to try like the other ones. Like there's a, oh gosh, who's next? I don't remember the exact list, if I'm being totally honest with you guys. It's a Rivulet, Spearmaster, Saint, and then coming soon to a theater near you is the Watcher. So who knows? I both want to hold my tongue on the off chance that like, hey, maybe another slug cat will just absolutely steal the show. Maybe something about that slug cat would just be so freaking amazing that it's just like, yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, Artificer's just been blown out the water. But until that has happened, up to the point of all the slug cats that I have played, we have been overall at a positive experience. Not good, not good, not what I meant to do at all. Although that, I think that explosion actually helped me out a little bit. Now, if I can get up and get out, that's the next objective. If I kill that, is it edible? It's essentially mobile cancer, and I can't help but imagine no doctor would willingly be like, oh yeah, go ahead and eat that, that's safe. What I will try and do is eat as much as I can along the way. I threw my rock by accident. That's not what I meant to do, but we are running out of time. We need to keep it moving. Keep it moving. The additional movement ability alone makes this slug cat just incredibly fun to play and incredibly like equal parts challenging but fun. And one thing I'm kind of like feeling conflicted about when it comes to not just Artificer, but Gourmand, and I imagine subsequently the other, oh gosh, the other Downpour slug cats is the, how do I explain this? Like, I'm trying to think of like the nicest way to say this, because the term that I want to use is pretty damn mean. I will openly admit, it's a pretty mean take, even for me. But essentially, the Downpour slug cats very much feel like they weren't, like they were made when somebody said like, oh, you know what would be so cool? Like that kind of mindset, which is not inherently a bad mindset. Let me preface that. I do not think that making something simply because it's cool is a bad mindset to have. The rule of cool is a very real thing for a very real reason, because it's cool. And I, even when I like do like my own like stories and characters and OCs, like even I forego certain things to just be like, hey, I just thought it was neat if this was a thing that could happen. But I do feel like by proxy, the OG slug cats kind of get put on the back burner essentially. Like who they used to be and like how they used to play. It's hard, of course it's going to be hard for like Survivor, Monk, Hunter, and like essentially the OG3 to even compare when they're going up against the slug cat that can double jump and have combustibles and is able to do this. Like, it's gonna be hard to go up against a slug cat with a body slam technique and a slug cat that can like, gosh, I don't know what the other like slug cats can do, so it's hard for me to be like, oh, you know, maybe the other ones toned it down a little bit. But so far, all of them have felt pretty dang incredible. Which, again, like I said, is not inherently a bad thing, but it does mean that, like, comparing the slug cats inherently feels a little unfair. At least to me it does. Oh my gosh. Oh, that almost ended poorly. Now, give me a second while I focus on specifically this part of the platforming experience. Oh, we were so dang close to victory. If I got yanked off right then and there, I think I would have cried forever. All things considered, that could have been a nightmare situation. It wasn't. Let me not say anything. Every time I say like, oh, you know, insert the word here, you know the one. I ruin it for myself. I end up dying. I think I'm where I think I am. Descriptive, I know. I'm pretty sure I know where I am. I think I made it to my location as I had desired initially, and we're going to be okay. Not quite. That is so uncool. That is unfathomable levels of uncool. Well, can you at least confirm something for me? Can you let go of me? Well, I did make it. Barely. Hey! Shoot him! Get him! Somebody! Intercept! Do it! All the drop wigs are running. Oh gosh. I guess this is a better opportunity to enter to see the difference in what the world has to offer. Oh gosh, you're taking a different route than I would prefer you to take, because if you let me go, I'm just gonna fall to my death anyways. Am I dead? No, I'm not dead. But maybe... Oh gosh. Ew! Neither one of us are gonna make it, and you know it. Oh gosh. Am I dead? I think I'm like turbo dead. You sat there in the water and killed us both. That could have been my opportunity to get out of here. Well, I was indeed correct. That was the route that I wished to have taken. Too bad that I died right at the finish line, because I jinxed myself. I always do this to myself. Why? Oh gosh. I'll be fine though, I swear. What? Oh, I somehow mashed myself into a corner. Not that was gonna save me. For what it's worth, we are still unfolding the story of Artificer as we speak. And I feel like until we get the full story under our hands, and I guess like, you know, fully spelled out to us for lack of better phrasing, it is relatively safe to assume that, oh gosh, I guess we won't really know what to expect story-wise. So at least in terms of story, I still kind of want to say that Survivor is my personal favorite. Oh gosh. There's like 8 different problems happening here, and I want 0 of them. So again, these like caterpillars are proving to be some of my favorite characters. I would love to stop and kill one of you guys. Quite frankly, it's just not worth it. Oh gosh, no. Whoa, are you dead? Did that kill you? Do I even want to risk it? It's completely black, and it's pretty lifeless. Do I dare? I kind of dare. Let's do it. Oh! I'm grateful that you are indeed edible, but I really don't feel like I should be allowed to eat that. Oh gosh. I feel sick to my stomach thinking about it. Ugh. Why would you do that? Ugh. Why did I do that? I'm pointing the fingers at Artificer like I'm not the one controlling her. Why would you do that? Disgusting. I can't help but imagine that doesn't taste great. At least with like the lizard, it's like, oh, well, you know, some people eat snakes. Some countries eat like snakes and gators and other things of the sort. So I could, while not particularly a part of my personal palate, I don't think I've ever had any reptile ever. At least there's like historical evidence that people have eaten it and people do find it delicious. But that, oh gosh, it makes me think of mold. Oh, I mean, it's essentially, well, gosh, I don't know. That kind of begs the question, what does cancer taste like? What a weird question to ask. Oh my god, this gets worse every second. I'm gonna stop. This conversation ends here. I think kind of jumping back to the slug cat conversation though, to kind of like further explain why I've been really enjoying Artificer so much, is that it takes away a lot of my biggest frustrations with the initial like experience with the first couple of like Rain World campaigns. That feeling of like I'm at the mercy of the game. Like, don't get me wrong, I get it. A huge part of what Rain World wants to teach you is that you're at the bottom of the food chain, and it's not about a sense of progression or skill or anything of that sort. It's purely about, like, I guess, like the experience of it all, you know? Oh, great. So that didn't work. Would you mind coming back? Oh, snap! Get him! Die! I don't want any of that though. I was hoping to kind of take that food for myself, but looks like somebody beat me to it. Well, nobody beat me to it. He died. Otherwise, oh my god, seriously? Just when I was trying to compliment you too, game. Well, regardless, that's kind of the point that I'm trying to get at. That right there is that those situations I feel like have drastically reduced for the most part. Again, for the most part. I get that a huge part of Rain World is kind of that feeling of like, not helplessness, but like you are prey in a world filled with predators. You're not supposed to be out here kicking ass and taking names. You're supposed to be, for lack of better phrasing, accepting your fate. Your goal is to survive. Your goal isn't get this many kills, unless you're Garand. Your goal isn't ideally get this many kills or do this awesome thing or pop off and wow. I hate that they can make their way through pipes like that. Like the main goal of your journey is not to kick ass. It's not to get a sense of progression. You're not some super secret hero that's going to save the day. You're a slug cat and that's it. That's all your life has been. That's all your life is ever going to be. And it's not so much like an attempt to be depressing. Don't get me wrong. It's not supposed to be depressing. It's just life. Oh gosh, I super messed that up. We might need to do one of these. If he's not already dead. Don't like how close he is. Oh! Don't think I can make any more after this. No, I just stored the rock. So I'm kind of... So much for meal plans, right? Things are just not going my way. That first run was the run, wasn't it? So scary. Those things are so scary. Perhaps there's some caterpillars over here? Yeah. So what I'm thinking, against my better judgment, round 2, right? Against everything I have learned, against everything I literally was just saying, this game is not about killing, but if I can kill that guy, then we'll be good for food, and then we can just focus on moving forward. We can just focus on forward progression. And the temptation of that is a little too great. I keep accidentally hitting the tentacles. I think if I can hit it straight in its core, then I'll get it down. Or outright kill it. It is dead, right? Looks pretty dead to me. Okay, so either the other one that I had found the first time around just so happened to be, I guess you could say, low on health. I've never tried killing one up until like literally just now. So a lot of my information is just like on the fly. My current standing theory on how they work is if you hit them in the core, it does critical damage. If you hit them on the tentacles, fraction of that damage. It took about 3 explodey spear hits to do so. I don't know the exact numbers of like what does how much damage and why, But I do know that, like, to some degree, there has to be something of like a critical hit modifier. Because I remember back in was it Gourmand? I think it was the Gourmand campaign. I had like pelted a what do you call it? I managed to pelt a lizard to death with a rock. It went exactly like you think it did, for those of you who did not see it. Now, to be fair, maybe that lizard was also, ironically, super low in health, so who knows? It's so hard to come up with definitive information with Rain World, but that's kind of the fun of it. And to kind of, oh gosh, please just grab it. There you go. To kind of continue my statement from before, I suppose, like, that's kind of the, I guess, gripe I have right now. Not gripe. What's the right word I'm thinking of here? Maybe this very second it's focus. Sit down and shut up. I'm not even like trying to be mean to myself. It's just more so like, this is a very scary section and it does require a bit of focus. Seriously? Oh, I was trying to hit the lizard. Two things I don't want to see, one thing I definitely don't want to hear. None of it particularly great. So who kills who in this situation? I'm kind of curious. Will a Daddy Longlegs take out a Miro's vulture? Oh, he grabbed him. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I want to see it unfold, but don't just sit there either. Accept your fate and die. That's what everyone else does. You're a coward. Ugh. The kaiju fight is breaking out and I can't watch. Are you kidding me? I've been waiting for this my whole life. And I literally could not be more in the middle of two apex predators duking it out. Ew. I just want to know who wins. Oh, snap. Vulture wins. No, it's not dead. It's not dead yet. Longlegs wins. Oh my gosh, that's terrifying. Don't come this way either. That's terrifying. Oh crap. Okay, yeah, it looks like if you hit it in its core, it does critical damage and like essentially kills it instantly. You are dead, right? Don't make me eat my own words. I'm assuming you're dead. You haven't moved in like 5 seconds. Every time I think about it, I'm trying not to think about it, but in my brain's like, you know, that's pretty gross. It's like, oh, it is. It is gross. Oh, hey, this stick looks different. Nope, not anymore. No, still dead. Still dead. And you provide so much food. I can essentially eat from you twice. That's pretty fantastic. I thought the vulture got it. Oh snap. That's such a terrifying thing to watch. Oh man. Speaking of like being at the bottom of the food chain, nothing quite makes you feel small and insignificant than watching two absolute tyrants that have been nothing but a menace to your life duke it out, and no matter who wins, one of them wins. It's just it's not even like a lose-lose situation. It's just like a oh god situation. There are no victors. There is no happy ending to this. All of it is terrifying. Now, I need you to actually come a little bit closer. Could you perhaps just get a wee bit closer to me? Actually... Stealthy, stealth-like. What's the status on you? Covering the exact path I need to take. Cool, cool. Oh, and then you approach when I'm not ready. I can do another precise hit like I did the first time. did not expect you to move that fast. But you're out of my way. I don't want to tempt fate, as satisfying as it is to finally get the kill on these guys. I don't want to tempt fate. My primary objective, my optimal goal is to just get through the day, okay? It's not to kill, it's not to hunt down everything. I just want to get from left to right. That's all I wanted to do, or rather right to left. That's all I've been wanting to do since I got here, and that's all I plan to do. I don't like the underhang. I'm sorry. I'm sure this is somebody's favorite region, but to me it's just... ugh. The sooner I can be done with this place, the better. And so far, they really don't want me to leave. Okay. It's too soon to say anything? Is it too soon? I worry that it's perhaps too soon to say anything. I know where the hibernation spot is. I know exactly where it is. I can literally just slide down here, all careful like. Careful like. There we go. Oh! Progress was made today. Oh, and just in the nick of time, too. Whew, that almost was really bad. The good news. Once we make it at least halfway up the wall, we'll be good. Dang, that's a satisfying sight to see. We took down a freaking daddy longlegs. Oh my gosh, one of the biggest threats out there. Now we need to kill a Miro's vulture, who suddenly just got bumped down a bit of a peg on the lethal enemies list. So, we retraced a lot of our steps this episode, but in the next coming episode, we should be geared up and ready to go to finally scale the wall and finally see what is up there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.